Go. So this is my makeup freelance kit. It's a pretty good size. And it's a lot of storage inside, which I'll show you. I got this off Amazon, which I'll link down below. And yeah, so it comes with 2 clip-ons. There's a set of keys if you guys want to lock it or not, but I don't have mine locked. And when you open it, it looks like this, and then it extends out. So I will start from one side to bottom and up. So in this one, I just have a bunch of mascaras, spoolies, and lip disposables like these, because you don't want to use the same one from your mascara with your client, because that is unsanitary. In this one, I just have some black lash glue with some tweezers for lashes. And then in this one, they all range from different brands, but I have liners and shades. I have a bunch of mascaras also for the client, depending on what I want or what I want to use. I have some brow conditioning primer by Benefit, and I have a Maybelline Eye Studio Gel for eyeliner also, and then I have the pen, so by Kat Von D and e.l.f. So depending on what the client wants and doesn't want, depends on what product I use. If we go down now, okay, so this one, I just took them off, but I have a bunch of pigments and this eyeshadow palette by Estee Lauder, but I have NYX, and I also have Naked Cosmetics for pigments. I really don't use pigments, but I do have the option for clients if they want more of a dramatic sparkly look. I do have that available for them. Next, I have a Naked Basic palette, and I have this Dose of Colors Desi and Katie collection highlighter in the shade Fuego here. And then in this one, I have my setting powder. So I have Kat Von D, Laura Mercier, brightening, and translucent powder in here to set concealers. So that is in this one. This drawer, or in this cabinet, these are just a bunch of highlighters. So I have powder and cream. I have Maybelline, Ofra, and then I have some by Cover Effects and Benefit for cream highlighting, because it really does add a more dramatic look to the makeup look. In this drawer, I have just a bunch of concealers and contour, all by LA Girl, and I also have my Bobbi Brown foundation stick in here. This is in the shade Almond. It's more, I use it for a contour shade. So that's in this one. I have different shades depending on the client, and more lighter to darker skin tones. And then in this one, I just have my MAC Give Me Sun bronzer in here. In this one, I have my Hoola bronzer by Benefit. It's one of my favorite bronzers, and I took out my ColourPop bronzer also that fits in here. And then in this drawer, or in this little cabinet, I have a bunch of lip products. And lip liners. They all are basically neutral colors. I do have like darker colors like a red and a burgundy somewhere down there, but mostly all the clients go for a neutral pinky tone lip product. So that's the ones I carry most, and they again range from different brands, from drugstore to high-end in there. And then in this drawer, I have different blushes. I do have a blush palette that I carry with me, so these are just optional. But I have MAC, Tarte, and then this is more of a darker blush, just in case if the client wants a darker blush, I do have that option for them. And then up here, I have more lip products. I have a lip conditioner. And then these are just samples of lip products that I have in here. And again, they're all different. They're more of mauve tones in here and reds. So I just keep those in there with my lip conditioner. I have this lip liner by MAC just because it's really big and it doesn't fit here, so I left it in here. But these are just different types of foundations in this one. I have a bunch of MAC samples, just their darker skin tones. And I have BB creams, Clinique, and Estee Lauder. Again, they're all just different shades, so I have that option because not every client has the same skin tone, so you need to have different options to match them. And then in this drawer, I have just skincare mostly, and then primers. And these are just my sample primers. I have MAC, Cover FX, and I have this one by 10 too. And they fit here, they're sample, but these are mostly for skincare products that I have in this drawer. So I have a serum and a moisturizer. When we move up here, I just have a foundation widget. And then in this big drawer, I have a couple of things. So I have falsies in here. I have alcohol to sanitize the products, eyeshadows, anything. I have scissors, I have an eyelash curler. I have these little baggies with these things because lipstick wears throughout the day if you eat or not, especially if you're going to an event. I bought these little baggies with this, so I will show you what I do, but I basically put a little bit of the lip product in here and put it in the bag, and then the client can take it with them to go, and it's just really perfect for traveling. So that's what I have for here for clients, and I have my puff from Sephora collection, so you're not ruining the makeup on the face. And then in this corner, I have a eyeshadow primer, and I also have my MAC Soft Ochre, but I just put that away because I used it today on myself, so that's why it's not in here at the moment. But I had eyeshadow primers here, and this one's by Too Faced Shadow Insurance, and my MAC Soft Ochre. Those are the two ones I like to use. Now, if we move down to the middle, this is where everything basically is stored. In this corner, lip things that I showed you for each customer, because I depotted these, so again, ranges from a different shades, but I would probably stick more to this one just because of the neutral shades. A lot of people go with the neutral shades with their looks, but again, I do have the options of bright pinks, reds, burgundies, all that stuff. So that is an example for the depotting, that I would just take a sample, like I lift it up, take a sample of it, put it in the pot, and leave it in the baggie for the customer, so for them to retouch over the day. And then that's this corner. In this corner, I have a bunch of primers. Again, they range. So I have the Smashbox Photo Finish, MAC Stroke Cream, Laura Mercier Hydrating Primer, Too Faced Hangover Primer, and then I have RCMA powder for my translucent powder if I want to use that on customers. So that is in this corner. And then in the middle, we'll get to that in a second actually. And this one, I just have a bunch of makeup wipes and hand sanitizers, because you do want to hand sanitize your hands in front of your customers, so they know that you are germ-free basically, and it's sanitized what you're doing. So you would love to have that as an option in your kit. And again, makeup wipes just in case you make a mistake or anything. I use this Costco brand Curland. I love these. I have so many of them, so I just keep a fresh. This is, I think, a 60 pack. In the middle, I have my setting sprays and my foundations. So I have this one by TwinsBeauty, Essence, and MAC Fix Plus. And then in the middle, I have all my foundations. And then again, you can mix, or again, depending on the shade of your customers. So Waterproof Foundation by MAC. This is really good. It is pro long wear, so it lasts all day, and again, waterproof for brides or anyone who's crying or anything like that. That would be a good one. I also have affordable ones, so Wet n Wild, Maybelline in my kit, and I also have the Double Wear Foundation. This is amazing. Coverage and everything, but I wouldn't do it for a special event just because of flashback. I have YSL for oily skin, because that's a very matte one. Born This Way by Too Faced is really good for everyone, and I have Pro Longwear Foundation by MAC. So this is everything that I carry, and then in this guy, and again, they just close up like this. It's very easy to store everything. And then It does have the handle where you can carry it, or it has the shoulder thing that you can carry it. I prefer carrying it by hand just in case if it does slip or anything off your shoulder, it will make a big mess. So that's what I prefer. But this is the kit itself. It's pretty big. I love it. It stores everything in it, and everything has its compartment. And one thing I really like about it is that you can customize it, because these guys in the storage, they actually slip out, so you can make your thing. Do you want it this big or this big? And that's what I love about it. So you can basically make it your own and customize it on how you would want it to be. So I love it. I recommend this for anyone. For my eyeshadows, I do have this guy coming, but these are the eyeshadow palettes I usually bring, so I just wanted to show you guys. So I use the Shade and Light for contouring, just because it's very great. It has universal colors, works for everyone. I have a concealer palette that has like color correcting and darker stuff and lighter colors, so it's great. Just in case you don't have it. I hardly reach for that, but I do have that as an option. And then I do have that blush palette that I was talking about. This is by BH Cosmetics. I love this palette. It's one of my go-tos. And then for eyes, I do have a variety depending on who I'm doing and what kind of looks they usually tell me. But I have the 35O by Morphe. I have my ABH Modern Renaissance palette that I carry. I have this Diaries one because it's really neutral tone. These glitters are very pigmented also, so it looks great. I have more neutral colors that I usually bring, and I have this Dose of Colors palette because I really love these two colors. This for a really nice pop in the inner corner, and if you want a really nice bronzy look, the shade is beautiful for it. Again, if you want more dramatic, then you would go with the bottom two, but I hardly touch those. These two are amazing for look. So I also have that that I carry with me, and again, I will show you guys more later on how it looks like, but because I wanted to get a video up for you guys, I don't have it with me, so I just preferred you guys to show you the palettes that I carry on a day-to-day for my freelance kit. But this is my freelance kit. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please leave it down below, and until next time, I guess, guys, we will see you later. Bye.